Hello students, how are you people? Hope you're all doing good, studying very well. Okay, well, once again welcome back to our biology class. Myself Dr. Arvindra here. So, in our previous class we have discussed a variety of animals under the chapter Animal Kingdom. We studied about the non-chordates. We studied about different kind of chordates that includes mainly the urochordates, cephalochordates, as well as mainly the cyclostomes we studied, and then we studied about the pisces in that cartilaginous fishes, as well as we discussed about the bony fishes, and then we studied about the amphibians, we discussed about the reptiles, we studied about even the class birds or the aves, what we call as. So the last segment of the chapter Animal Kingdom, what is that? The most important, and we the human also belong to the same class, that is called as class Mammalia. So today let us study about the class Mammalia and its important features, variety of examples, and very distinct and special characters. So it will be more interesting in the entire what we can say Animal Kingdom. More interesting you will feel that too in the class Mammalia. So let us go ahead here with the class Mammalia. Fine. So class we call it as Mammalia. So why this is called as a class Mammalia? So here the class Mammalia refers to what exactly? Class Mammalia refers to, yes, the animals with mammary gland. Animals with mammary glands. Mammary glands and body covered with hairs. Body covered with hairs. So such animals all comes under class Mammalia. So this we need to understand what is class Mammalia. Yes, as the name indicates, animals with the mammary glands as well as the entire body covered with the hairs. Other than that, mammals have some other distinct features. Yes, what it is, they do have the external ear pinna. So external ear pinna cannot be seen in any other groups. Yes, what we are observing here in case of the mammals, yes, that do exist. And most importantly, yes, the male mammals, most of the male mammals, they do have the scrotal sac. So inside the scrotal sac, testicles are located. So testicles are not inside the abdomen, they are outside the abdomen, but well protected by the sac like or pouch like or bag like structure, what we call it as a scrotal sac. So these are a few very distinct and important characters, and as such mammals are well adapted for a variety of climatic conditions. Yes, they can be seen in the polar regions, extremely cold. They can be seen in the deserts. They can be seen on the mountains. They can be seen in the thick vegetation or forest. They can be found even in the dark caves also, and even deep of the ocean also. So mammals are well adapted for a variety of conditions. That's why the mammals are at the top level of adaptations, what we can see. Fine, there are a number of important examples, yes, you need to remember, and that is very essential also, because from the point of NCRT as well as from the point of NEET, the scientific name as well as common name or match the following or identify the animal, any kind of questions may come. That's why you need to remember mainly the names of these animals according to what we can say NCRT. So let me give you the typical examples. So examples as such, there are many. One is called as mainly macaca. So macaca, yes. So sometimes macaca we call it as sabka kaka. So this macaca means yes, monkey. So we are all descendants of these monkeys only. So macaca. And then ornithorhynchus. Ornithorhynchus. What is this? It is a platypus, duck-billed platypus, ornithorhynchus. Then there is one more, macrophus. Macrophus, it is kangaroo. So kangaroo. Fine. And then there is one more example as such, Pterophus. Pterophus, yes, it is mainly flying fox. So it is not a big fox, it is a kind of bat. Flying fox also we can call it as. So flying fox, Pterophus. Then here Elephas. Elephas means elephant. Then Equus means it is horse. Then there is what you can say, Panthera tigris. Panthera tigris. What it is? It is the tiger. And then what comes next? So here mainly Canis. Canis means dog. Camulus. Camulus means mainly camel. And then, so other example includes mainly Panthera leo. Panthera leo is a lion. And then Balanoptera. Balanoptera. What it is? It is the blue whale. Blue whale. Then one more example. It is mainly what we say, Felis. Felis domesticus. Domesticus. It is mainly the cat. The Felis domesticus. Then it is Rattus. That is the rat. So these are few important and typical examples what we are observing, mainly according to the MCRT. Well, so the mammals as such, yes, the mammals are mainly the class Mammalia itself is divisible into three sub-important classes. What they are? Let us understand that also. So class Mammalia. Class Mammalia has three important subclasses. What are those? The first subclass, we call it as the Prototherians. Prototherians. Prototherians means they are the egg-laying mammals. Egg-laying mammals. Best example for this, mainly the best example for Prototherians, what we call it as a platypus. Platypus, as well as the duck, mainly the anteater, we call it as echidna. Echidna, beak-like structure will be there. Number 2, the subclass Metatheria. Metatherians means mainly these are the pouched mammals. Pouched mammals. So what are the examples for pouched mammals? Example includes mainly kangaroo itself, having the pouch, brood pouch we call it as wombat. Wombat we say koala. So these are mainly the mammals, they have the pouch. So in the brood pouch, yes, they carry their young one, they nourish them, they protect them until they become strong or independent enough. The third subclass we call it as mainly, yes, Metatheria, Prototheria we have seen. The third subclass is mainly Eutheria. Eutherians, also known as placental mammals. Placental mammals. The placental mammals includes what? It may be the cat, it may be the dog, it may be the elephant, it may be the fox, it may be what we can say that the horse. So number of examples, yes, we can find over here in the eutherians, the placental mammals. Means they have the placenta, a biological connection between the developing embryo and the mother, and through the placenta, yes, they give the nourishment to the developing embryo. Once it completely develops, yes, they give birth to those young one. So thus the class Mammalia has three important subclasses, what we call them as mainly they are the prototherian, egg-laying mammal, platypus, duck-billed platypus also we call it as then spiny, mainly the echidna we can say, it has lots of spines on its skin, so hairs are modified into spines we can say. Then these are all mainly the egg-laying mammals, so they are prototherians. And then subclass metatherians. In the metatherians, yes, they will deliver the underdeveloped young one and keep them in their brood pouch, nourish them. Inside the brood pouch, they have the mammary gland and the mammary teats, and they will nourish the young one there. So they are mainly kangaroo, wombat, koala, number of flying phalanger, number of examples we can find over there, mainly in the metatherians or pouched mammal. Placental mammals, yes. It may be the cat, it may be the dog, it may be the elephant, it may be the fox, it may be the horse, it may be the cow, it may be the number of examples, yes, it may be the zebra, it may be the lion, it may be the cheetah, many more. All they comes under subclass Eutheria. So these are the three important subclasses in which we find a variety of mammals. As such, to say in one word, peculiarity of these mammals, macaca, the intelligent mammal, we can say that monkey. Then most of its genes and its entire body structure, its behavior, yes, very much close to the human. Ornithorhynchus platypus, duck-billed platypus, a primitive kind of animal or mammal. Macrophus, kangaroo, yes, pouched mammal. So prototherian as well as metatherian. Pterophus, the flying fox. Again, all these are the, we can say, eutherians or mainly these are the placental mammals. And then Elephas, the elephant. Then Equus, horse. Then Panthera, tigris is the again tiger. Then Canis is the dog. Then Camulus is the camel. Yes, it is the desert animal again. Lots of modifications we can find in the camel also. Then Panthera, Leo is lion. Balanoptera, which is again the largest mammal on the earth or inside the water. What we say on this planet, the largest mammal is the Balanoptera, the blue whale. Felis domesticus is the cat, Rattus is the rat. So these are few typical examples, yes, you need to remember. I hope you are understanding all these examples fine. So let us understand the orders under Eutheria. So this subclass Eutheria or placental mammal, it has mainly 10 known orders, 10 orders well known. So there may be many more orders, but for your reference, yes, at least understand and remember those 10 important orders which comes under mainly class Mammalia, especially, yes, under the subclass what we call it as mainly the Eutheria placental mammals. So let us understand those 10 mainly the orders which comes under mainly subclass Eutheria. Fine. So I am going to mention those also so you can remember without any confusion. Fine. So we need to understand mainly this class Mammalia with lots of unique features and important characters. We need to understand even the diagrammatic explanation also. Well, so subclass Eutheria, and yes, so it's 10 orders, 10 known orders. The 10 known orders, number 1, we call it as insectivora. So insectivora, mainly the insect eating mammals. Okay, so they can be what we can say anteater, they can be moles and shrews. Yes, moles as well as shrews are the examples. Insectivora. Number 2, edentata. Edentata means they don't have the teeth. They have the long snout and a tube-like tongue. So they are mainly ant-eaters. Ant-eater as well as armadillos. Armadillos. They have the shell or they have the cover on them, on their body. And then, yes. So, number 3, order Rodentia. Rodentia, yes, this order consists of rats, mice, squirrels, even what we can say that even rabbits also, yes, they are a kind of rodents only. So, number 4, it is mainly what we call it as yes, carnivora. That includes the lion, tiger, yes, cheetah. Then it even includes the dog, fox, wolf. Number of carnivore animals, order carnivora. Number 5, chiroptera. Chiroptera, that includes mainly the vampire bats and other bats, or these are mainly blood sucking and these are mainly the frugivore. Vampire bat, we can say that sanguivores, blood sucking. These mainly other bats are frugivores. Frugivores means fruit eaters. Okay, so these are well known, what we can say that orders as such. Then number 6, so carnivora, chiroptera as well as cetaceans. Cetaceans are mainly the whales and dolphins. Whales and dolphins, they don't have the hind limb, only forelimb that is modified into flipper for swimming. So these are mainly the well-known orders. Number 7, yes, order Primata, mainly the baboons, monkeys, chimpanzees, and then gorilla and humans. These are Primata. Number 8, Ungulata. Ungulata means their digits are modified into hooves. Okay, so Ungulata includes mainly the donkeys, deer, horse, rhinoceros. Number of cattle, all are comes under mainly Ungulata. So their digits are modified into mainly what we can say the hooves. So their digits are fused. Even pigs also comes under Ungulata only. So these are again Ungulata. Let us understand the remaining 2 orders. So what are those 2 orders? So mainly there is one more important order. We call it as so the order Proboscidae. So proboscis means what? Proboscis means the long nose modified into a trunk, mainly in case of the elephants. Well, so number 9, order Proboscidae. Proboscidae. So best example, elephants. So elephants are of well-known 2 types. So they are mainly Asian elephant with the medium size body and small size ear also. Whereas African elephant has the arch shape or dome shape back, and then a large ear and a massive body size or very good height also we can find in the African elephants. Well, so elephants comes under Proboscidae. Number 10, the order called as Sirene. Sirene means mainly these are the aquatic mammals. So aquatic mammals as such, they includes the sea cow, dugong, and there is a manatee beside. So these are what we can say mainly the 10 important orders comes under mainly the placental mammals, Eutheria. Well, so I hope you got an idea. Insectivora are the mammals which mainly eat the insects, and then Edenta. So mainly these insectivora mammals, we can call them as mainly insect eating. Moles and shrews, these are the burrowing type of animals. They found underground, they dig a tunnel and live inside the underground, and they eat the whatever the insects available. Edentata, yes, long snout, long tongue they have, pink color, long tongue. They introduce their tongue into the termite colony or ant colony, and the ants or the insects think that something there is to eat, and they will attach to the tongue. Suddenly the animal take its tongue back inside the mouth and munch those insects. So anteater and armadillos. Well, then rodentia, rats, mice, squirrel, bandicoots, rabbits, all they come under rodentia order. Well, so carnivora, mainly they are the hunters, we can say, flesh eaters, we can say. They have canine teeth well developed. They are the lion, tiger, cheetah, dog, fox, wolf, etc. Fine. Next, what is that? Chiroptera. So chiropterans are mainly either blood sucking or fruit eaters. So vampire bat don't do mainly attack on the large animals like a cattle and many more, and suck their blood. Vampire bats. Then mainly the bats can be only fruit eating frugivores. The peculiarity of these bats, they can be able to produce the ultrasonic sound, and even in the dark there is no any ray of light, but still they are capable of moving very firmly, because they keep on producing ultrasonic sound. Only the bat can hear that sound, and any obstacle is there, the sound mainly, yes, it stucks or it reflects. So the sound wave the mainly bat perceive, and then they will change their direction. So we can say that bats are having echolocation, and they have very sensitive ear that can only sense the mainly ultrasonic sound waves. Well, then the cetaceans, yes, the bats are mainly nocturnal. Cetaceans, mainly the whale and dolphins, they are the aquatic mammal, don't have any sweat gland, don't have any hairs also, and then they don't have any external ear pinna also, but still they are quite capable and dominated in the water. Cetaceans. Then primata, yes, the highly brainy mammals can be seen in the order primata, including the human, baboon, monkeys, chimpanzees, gorillas, all comes under mainly primata. And then ungulata, yes, their digits are fused and they have developed the hooves. It may be giraffe, it may be the donkey, it may be the horse, it may be the deer. Okay, number of animals comes under ungulata, including cattle also. Then proboscidae, long trunk, modified nose, we can say that mainly in the elephant, which is African as well as Asian elephant. Sirene, the sea cow, dugong and manatee, mainly aquatic mammals, and they keep on eating mainly the aquatic plants such as algae, and they are herbivores. So this is all about 10 important order that comes under subclass Eutheria, what we have discussed here. So the further mainly what we need to understand, the typical animals comes under class Mammalia. The typical animals, what we are going to discuss all about spiny anteater we are going to discuss, as well as we will be discussing about peculiarity of the animal such as platypus. Okay, so we will be discussing platypus also, and we will be discussing about the kangaroo, bat, as well as the whale and dolphins also. So all these animals represents the mammals at different conditions. So thus I have told mainly mammals can be seen in a variety of the fluctuating climatic conditions. Yes, and they are quite capable to register of all those conditions, and they have lots of adaptations or adaptive behavior also, because mammals known to exhibit hibernation. Yes, that can be seen in the polar bear. So they avoid going outside and losing their energy. So during the winter they hide themselves and they go for a deep sleep. So they themselves hide under the tunnel, mainly in the snow. So that is called the hibernation. Echolocation, yes, it can be seen in the whale also, dolphin also, as well as in the terrestrial animal like a bat also. Fine. So there are lots of important characters. Yes, we are going to discuss one by one. Now let me go ahead with so here first example I would like to mention. Mainly we are going to study about the typical features or typical characters, examples, and their important features. So these examples are being simple, but in the diagram only I am going to mention their the specific character. Okay, so that during the exam any animal, any peculiarity, any class, any group, yes, you will be able to understand that, you will be able to identify it very clearly, so that you can, yes, get the better score, what I feel. So the typical animals, yes, what we are going to discuss, they are basically the first animal. We will study all about the spiny anteater. So here we need to know mainly what is this spiny anteater. As such, spiny anteater, it has a long snout. So it has a long snout, the mouth, upper jaw, lower jaw, and then the animal will be somewhat like this. And then yes, we will find this animal very typical. And then so this animal has a stump like short tail also. The animal is pentadactyl, 3 4, yes, as well as 5 digits, 1 2 3 4, and then 5 digits, all the digits having the claws. So curved nails, we can call them as a claws. They have the curved nails. And then yes, the animal is having a short ear pin also, and then animal exhibit the presence of mainly the spines. Hairs are modified into, yes, the spines we call them. So we call it as spiny anteater. So sometimes referred as hedgehog also. Yes. So here they do have what we can say that a nostril. So the spiny anteater has the nostril here. They have the long tube-like tongue, and then we can say that mainly the claws, and then the forelimb, hind limb. What you find? Then hairs modified as spines. Okay, then they do have small ear pinna. Yes, this is what we say snout. Yes, in the front they do have the nostril. So it comes under mainly insectivora, the order insectivora. Yes, this is the spiny anteater, mainly burrowing animal. It is burrowing insectivore. So these animal, mainly spiny anteater, we can say that echidna. Echidna is basically burrowing insectivore. It has claws, forelimbs and hind limbs, and yes, the limbs are mainly pentadactyl. They are pentadactyl. Pentadactylus means 5 digits with the claws. Burrowing. These are the egg-laying mammals. Egg-laying mammals. Okay. So echidna exhibit a certain bird-like features also. Yes, males will have the spur in males. Okay, and then yes, we can find the hairs have been modified into mainly the spines that gives its self-defense. It's a long snout and a tube-like tongue that helps in grabbing the insects. So this is about mainly the echidna, some special features what we have seen, and there are number of other examples. Yes, we are going to discuss in the next class. Till then, take care, study well. Thank you very much.